1. A night of unwelcome visitors. Once upon a time, in the serene setting of a vacation home nestled in Quincy, California, George, a young man in his late 20s, found solace from the bustling city life. The 2-acre property, surrounded by lush woods, held cherished memories of George's childhood spent with his family. However, as adulthood dawned upon him and his siblings, their visits became less frequent due to conflicting schedules. It was during this time that George met Rose, his girlfriend, and as their relationship blossomed, he shared tales of their Quincy getaway. Intrigued by the prospect of spending a weekend amidst nature's splendor, Rose eagerly agreed to accompany him on their 5th date. With excitement brewing in their hearts, George and Rose embarked on a road trip to Quincy. The journey, spanning 5 hours, was filled with animated conversations, ranging from TV shows to childhood reminiscences. Amidst laughter and shared anecdotes, they reveled in each other's company. Upon arriving in Quincy, they drove through the quaint village, soaking in its charm before reaching the vacation home. As George opened the wooden fence leading to the property, Rose marveled at its well-kept surroundings. The sight of the sprawling landscape, maintained by periodic visits from landscapers, left her impressed. Their arrival coincided with lunchtime, and after unpacking, George gave Rose a tour of the property. They relished the tranquility of the surroundings, immersing themselves in the beauty of nature. Eager to explore further, they ventured into town, indulging in a meal at one of George's favorite spots and visiting the Plumas County Museum. As dusk descended, they returned to the vacation home, looking forward to unwinding in the hot tub. However, their peaceful evening took an unexpected turn when they heard rustling leaves nearby. Alarmed, they leaped out of the hot tub, fearing a bear's presence. Their apprehension heightened when they heard footsteps and a knock at the door. A voice claimed to be the police, citing a breaking and entering call. Suspicious of the situation, George hesitated to open the door, noticing the absence of a police car outside. Peering through the window, he discerned a silhouette, further fueling their unease. Refusing to comply with the supposed officer's demands, George and Rose remained vigilant, their senses heightened. Despite the tense atmosphere, they managed to spend the night indoors, relying on George's father's shotgun for reassurance. The following day, they sought refuge in outdoor activities, attempting to shake off the lingering fear from the previous night. However, their sense of security was shattered when George encountered a stranger claiming to be part of an undercover unit while driving through Colorado. With trepidation gripping their hearts, George and Rose returned to Quincy, hoping for a peaceful respite. Yet, their tranquility was short-lived, as another unwelcome visitor knocked on their door late at night. Faced with imminent danger, they relied on their instincts and sought assistance from the authorities, narrowly avoiding a potential threat. As dawn broke, George and Rose found solace in each other's embrace, thankful for their safety amidst the unsettling events. Though shaken by the ordeal, they emerged stronger, their bond deepened by the trials they faced together in the darkness of the night. And so, amidst the serene landscape of Quincy, George and Rose learned that in moments of uncertainty, love and courage would guide them through the darkest of nights, illuminating the path towards a brighter dawn. 2. The menacing encounter in Tabernash. In the tranquil town of Tabernash, Colorado, darkness enveloped the winding roads as George, a weary traveler, made his way through the night. It was past 1 a.m., and the desolate streets offered little solace as he sought refuge from the weariness of his journey. Stopping at a gas station, George replenished his supplies, eager to resume his solitary drive. Despite the late hour, he adhered to the speed limit, mindful of the watchful eyes that might lurk in the shadows. Suddenly, the ominous flashing of lights in his rearview mirror shattered the silence, signaling an unwelcome interruption to his solitude. George's heart raced as he pulled over, his mind consumed by apprehension. Approaching his car, an officer greeted George, requesting his license and registration. However, George's instincts tingled with suspicion. Sensing something amiss in the officer's demeanor, he dared to question the legitimacy of the stop, challenging the officer's authority. As the encounter unfolded, George scrutinized the officer's uniform, noting discrepancies that cast doubt on his authenticity. The absence of proper insignia and the unmarked nature of the vehicle raised red flags, prompting George to assert his rights. Refusing to comply with the officer's demands, George stood his ground, unwilling to yield to intimidation. Despite the officer's insistence, George remained steadfast, his resolve unyielding in the face of uncertainty. Faced with escalating tension, George's intuition guided him to trust his instincts, prompting him to take decisive action. Sensing danger, he maneuvered his way out of the confrontation, relying on his wits to evade potential harm. As he drove away, George's thoughts raced, grappling with the gravity of the encounter. Alone in the darkness, he grappled with the realization that not all who wear the badge are worthy of trust, and that in moments of peril, one must rely on their inner strength to navigate the treacherous waters of uncertainty. And so, amidst the desolate roads of Tabernash, George emerged victorious, his spirit emboldened by the courage to challenge the shadows that threatened to engulf him. Though the night held its terrors, George's resilience shone brightly, illuminating the path towards a safer tomorrow. 3. A night of intrigue in rural Michigan. Nestled in the tranquil embrace of rural Michigan, George sought solace within the confines of his secluded home. The vast expanse of his property offered respite from the chaos of urban life, providing a sanctuary where he could escape the clamor of the outside world. As twilight descended upon the quaint town, George found himself enveloped in the eerie stillness of the night. Alone in his humble abode, he relished the silence, reveling in the serenity that permeated the tranquil landscape. However, the tranquility was shattered by an unexpected visitor, whose arrival heralded a night of intrigue and uncertainty. Knocking incessantly at George's door, the mysterious stranger's persistence cast a pall of unease over the otherwise peaceful evening. Wary of the late-hour intrusion, George hesitated to answer, his instincts urging caution in the face of the unknown. With each successive knock, apprehension gnawed at his resolve, compelling him to tread cautiously in the shadowy realm of uncertainty. Summoning his courage, George approached the door, seeking answers from the enigmatic figure who stood beyond the threshold. Yet, as he confronted the stranger's insistent demands, a sense of foreboding crept into his consciousness, hinting at the sinister intentions that lurked beneath the surface. Refusing to yield to the stranger's entreaties, George remained steadfast in his resolve, unwilling to succumb to the pressure of the unknown. With each passing moment, the tension mounted, as the veil of uncertainty shrouded George's perception of reality. Amidst the cloak of darkness, George's instincts served as his guiding light, illuminating the path forward amidst the encroaching shadows. Though the night held its mysteries, George's resilience remained unbroken, a testament to the indomitable spirit that dwelled within him. And so, as the night waned and the first light of dawn pierced the horizon, George emerged unscathed from the harrowing ordeal that had tested his mettle. Though the echoes of uncertainty lingered in the stillness of the morning, George stood resolute, his spirit undaunted by the trials of the night. In the tranquil embrace of rural Michigan, George's home remained a bastion of strength and sanctuary, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. And amidst the tranquility of the countryside, George found solace in the knowledge that he had weathered the storm and emerged stronger on the other side.